The Utah Jazz played its second game of Summer League. Ace Bailey, vastly better game in game number 2. Let's talk about it and look at some clips.
22 in his pocket, whips it past to the corner. Harkless rises up, good look from 3. Bailey and a crowd take it off. Oh, what a bucket by the rookie.
That was a terrific play by Ace. Ace got some offensive rebounds in this game, several of them, and several times he scored after retrieving those offensive rebounds. And he had a couple of dunks. He had a nice fadeaway off a 1 foot backstep fadeaway. He was terrific tonight. He shot 50% from the field. He rebounded the ball well. He had 3 assists with 0 turnovers, and turnovers were a big issue for the Jazz team as a whole tonight, but Ace didn't turn it over all. I mean, he was fabulous tonight. Really solid game. So compared to that first game, there were probably some jitters. He needed to just get his feet under him, and he played much better tonight. Now, I still fully believe that he's going to have some struggles in Summer League. All the games aren't going to turn out like tonight, but he showed certainly. I mean, the thing with Ace is the reason why he was picked number 5 is he has immense talent. We all know that. Immense length, immense measurements, immense athleticism. He has all that, and he has obviously nice shooting mechanics as well. And everything was on display tonight. His length was on display. His ability to shoot the ball was on display. He was great. So his second outing, vastly better than a first outing, and certainly cause for hope in more of the near term rather than just say, well, 3 years from now, he might be pretty good. Maybe a year from now, he's pretty good. Maybe it's 2 years from now, he's pretty good. But certainly the talent level's there, and the ability to play the game of basketball is certainly there. He just needs some seasoning, still needs some seasoning. But overall, this was a game that was marred by a lot of fouls, and that kind of took away from it. It was disjointed. But, still, it's interesting. The Jazz, it was close down to the wire. Memphis had a chance to tie. They deemed Gigi Jackson's toe was on the line, so the final shot didn't count, and so the Jazz win the game. But overall, we can still, even though it was really a disjointed game with all the foul calls, I mean, Summer League has shortened quarters, and the fouls were incredibly high. Each quarter in Summer League games, it was only 10 minutes compared to the regular season 12. So in a 40-minute game, there were 77 total fouls called in this game. 77. So that makes for it's just constant whistles, constantly starting and stopping, and delays for challenges, and I wish it weren't the case. I like the increased physical play. I think that's fabulous, but 77 fouls in a 40-minute game, not good. But that's Summer League. The officials obviously aren't their regular officials. There are a bunch of young players playing, most of whom will not be on NBA rosters this coming season, and this is kind of what you get. But overall, there were certainly some positives, and then there were some negatives, as you'd expect as well. But let's get back to Ace and look at one more video clip of his, because even though I love the rebounding, and I think that's certainly a high point of Ace's night tonight, was the offensive boards in particular, and then the scores off those offensive rebounds. But there was one really nice play in particular that Ace did that I thought was tremendous. And we're going to take a look at that really quick. So Ace had a pass where he dribbled the ball all the way up the court. He found Cody on a cut. He led him as Cody was cutting, he had to throw a pass that was out in front of Cody, but also Ace had to put the ball behind Armando Bacot at his feet in order to get it to Cody. I mean, it's a beautiful pass. So let's take a look at this right now.
Still here.
Yeah, we're here.
It's all good. Yeah.
What's your thoughts, too, on Filipowski? Big T, you know, we were intrigued with his size, his three-point ability, as Cody goes strong inside.
Still here.
Yeah, we're here.
It's all good. Yeah. It's all good.
So that was tremendous. That was a great play by Ace Bailey. And as you can see in the clip, as he comes up the court, I mean, Cody's on the left-hand side of the court, and so Ace is right here, and Ace has to give it back here, and Cody's coming here behind through the lane, and Ace places this bounce pass right behind Armando to a Cody Williams cutting in stride where Cody can go up and get the and one. And that was the play so far of the Summer League. I think that is the best play, the best winning play that Ace has made. I mean, obviously the rebounds and the scores off those rebounds are really good too, but the ability to find his teammates, I think, is a necessary skill for him to be great in the future, and this certainly demonstrates that. This was a pinpoint pass. He had to thread it through by one guy in Armando Bacot, and fortunately Gigi was late on the play, and Cody found an opening where he could cut through the lane, and he was able to finish it. And I thought that was just tremendous. Let's look at it run one more time.
What's your thoughts, too, on Filipowski? Big T, you know, we were intrigued with his size, his three-point ability, as Cody goes strong inside.
That's just a fantastic play. I can't say enough good things about it. I thought that was a play of the night for the Jazz overall. That single pass by Ace Bailey. So overall, it was a good night, and obviously Brice had a tremendous night shooting the basketball. You know, set a Salt Lake Summer League scoring record with 37 points, which is amazing. You know, he's stroking the ball exceptionally well again. As a team, you know, the Jazz committed the 25 turnovers against only 16 assists. That's not good. And Brice had 5 of those turnovers against only 1 assist. Again, he turned the ball over 5 times in the first Summer League game. So those 2 numbers, he needs to correct that too. In addition to continuing to improve his body, continuing to improve his defense, he obviously needs to eliminate turnovers and eliminate, you know, simple mistakes that he can eliminate, things that he can control, more easily control, like careless turnovers. He needs to do that. But again, it's Summer League. That's fine. And he's shooting the ball really well. So let's look at the box score for this game and take a look at exactly how players performed overall. So we'll start out with the Ace, and Ace went 7 for 14 from the field, and he shot 3 for 5 from the three-point line, 1 for 2 from the foul line. The 4 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, 7 total rebounds, the 3 assists, and no turnovers. Now, he didn't have any steals or blocks in this game, which isn't great, and he did play a team-high 34 minutes, so you know, there are opportunities, obviously, for him to, with his length, there are opportunities for him to get probably a block a game or so, somewhere in that neighborhood. And certainly, you know, with his length, there's opportunities for him to get a steal or so a game as well. But overall, I mean, terrific night for Ace. The 18 points on 50% shooting and the 7 rebounds, I mean, that's a fabulous night for him. Considering where he started from in that first Summer League game to this Summer League game, tremendous improvement. Now, obviously, there's another Summer League game on Tuesday night, and we can hope that the positivity carries forward to this third game. Cody shot the ball well again after opening up that first game, going 5 for 12, This game, he's 6 for 10, so the ball is going in for him. He's 1 for 3 on 3. In that first game, I think he was 2 for 6 on 3, so he's still at 33% from 3 in Summer League. The free throws, 5 for 5, good. Only 2 rebounds in this game, not so great. No assists, not good. No steals, not good. 1 block. But overall, obviously, where Cody was last year to where Cody is in this Summer League with the strength, we saw the finish on the and one. He had the strength to go up through and get that and one. So he has so his Summer League so far has been a huge step in the right direction. Certainly, absolutely, 100% a step in the right direction. Does he still have a ways to go to be a productive NBA player? Yeah, of course. There's no doubt about that. But he's going in the right direction. So I think again, tonight for Cody was really another really good game. And Kyle didn't shoot the ball as well tonight as he did that first game. He was 4 for 12 from the field overall, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 0 for 3 from 3. So those aren't really good numbers, but his rebounding numbers picked up dramatically, and he recorded 3 steals, 1 assist, and 1 block. So he's putting all those other numbers are good, other than obviously the turnovers, 4 turnovers. But the whole team struggled with turnovers, other than Ace and Cody. So that's not altogether really that alarming, considering the state of the team. But the rebounding numbers are awesome. I mean, 13 rebounds for Kyle in 30 minutes. When he's playing out of position at center, in my opinion, when he should be playing the 4. Those are really good. Another good night for Kyle. I think another solid night. I thought his defense was better in this game than it was the first Summer League game, and that is another area we definitely need to see improvement from Kyle. Is we need to see improved defense, both on the perimeter and in the paint. On the perimeter, he's got to slide his feet a little bit better and be a little bit better at keeping, a smaller player, a quicker player in front of him. I mean, I know that's a tall task for somebody his size, but he has to be a bit better at doing that. So on to Brice. Brice obviously shot the ball exceptionally well. I mean, everybody can see that. The 9 for 14 from the field, the 6 for 9 from 3. He shot a ton of free throws. Like I said, all the 77 fouls in this game were just off the charts. And Memphis was called for 46 fouls. The Jazz were called for 31. So, Brice shot a ton of free throws, and that's partly how he racked up so many points. And obviously Keontae last year, that's how Keontae scored a whole ton of points. He shot a bunch of free throws in Summer League. So Brice isn't going to shoot 14 free throws in a NBA regular season game, almost assuredly. I can almost guarantee that this coming season, Brice doesn't have a game where he shoots 14 free throws. That's not going to happen. But in Summer League, anything can happen. So, but he took advantage of it. Brice's shooting mechanics are awesome, obviously, and he's been shooting the ball really well. And he did get a few rebounds at that 2-guard position, 4 rebounds. He got 1 assist, 2 steals. And I do want to see Brice get more assists. That's absolutely one of the areas of his offensive game that I'd like to see him improve upon, is getting more assists, especially when he has 5 turnovers and not balancing that out with some assists. That to be good in the regular season, he needs to be plus on assist to turnover. He has to be. I mean, you just can't, as a 2-guard, you cannot be so negative. You can't have such a highly negative assist to turnover ratio of 1 to 5. But it's one game. So, and again, he turned it over in the first Summer League game, but we'll see if that improves. I don't even know if he's going to play anymore after scoring a lot in that first Summer League game, then scoring 37 in this one. The Jazz may sit him the rest of Summer League. It's possible. We'll see what happens. I don't think he's going to play in Vegas, but he might not even play this third game. But we'll see. because Keontae, I think last summer league, he only played the first 2 games, and then he didn't play that third game. But Isaiah, this is the question mark for me. I don't know what Isaiah was. I don't know what was in his head going into this game, but he needs to run the team. That first and foremost, just run the team. He needs to be better with his decision making on when to attack the paint. He just can't take the ball and dribble into people. He did it several times in this game, and he's turning the ball over. He's just dribbling into people indiscriminately. You can't do that. You just run the team. Get your guys in the right places. Get your guys the ball at the right time in the right places. Do that first and foremost. We all know that his shooting needs to improve, and he shot the ball better tonight from the field from a statistical standpoint. But he did a horrific job of running the team, and at the end of the game, they had to pull him. They had to sit him at the end of the game. Otherwise, the Jazz were going to lose that game. So they sat him, and I'm sure he's not happy about that. But my goodness, I don't know what was in his mind tonight, but he was off of where I have seen him in the past. I know he's capable of running that offense. I've seen him do it and making better decisions than he made tonight. I mean, it was at times it was just brutal. He still made some nice passes tonight, but boy, the decision making overall has to improve. And I hope we see that in the third game. I hope that he actually reflects on what he did in this game to get benched at the end of the game and say, okay, I'm going to go about it differently the next game. He just needs, when he's attacking the paint, he needs to pick and choose his spots. I mean, if there are a bunch of defenders in the paint, don't attack the paint. I mean, attack the paint when there is an opening for him to attack the paint. Just don't dribble into the paint just because you can. It's just wild. So that was my thought on Isaiah. It was really disappointing because I have high hopes for that kid, and this game it just didn't pan out. It was just, I'm glad the Jazz benched him and played Walt in his place. So let's go to Walt. So Walt certainly, he turned the ball over a bunch in the first half, and he didn't have a lot of points tonight. He scored 4 points. But that second half, he cut the turnovers, and he settled the team down after Isaiah was not playing well. And I thought that was like the key for the Jazz winning this game. I mean, Walt just kind of settled things down. He went about his business and got the team organized. And he still led the team in assists with 6, playing the 24 and a half minutes. But he did also turn the ball over with 6 tonight. So obviously the 6 turnovers, the 5 turnovers in the first half, I think 5 of them came in the first half. That obviously can't happen. But it's his second game of summer league. I'm sure that this is going to improve. I don't foresee Walt Clayton Jr. being a high turnover player at some point in the future after he gets comfortable in the NBA. I don't see that happening. He is, from all the game time that I've watched him, he is not that guy that's making out of control plays and doing things at a really high speed where he's making mistakes. I mean, he was never that guy, and I don't foresee him being that guy in the future. I see him being a calming presence on the floor and getting guys settled and into a good offense and getting the guys the ball in the right place at the right time. That's what I see him in the future, and obviously making shots as well, because those shooting mechanics are still spot on, compact, quick. They're great. So that's those are my thoughts on this particular Summer League game number 2. We'll see what happens in Summer League game number 3. I hope it's another actually competitive game. The competitive games are a lot more interesting to watch, and my other hope is there's not so many fouls. I love the physical play, but 77 fouls in a 40-minute game, that's too many. That's obviously too many fouls. I mean, it just makes it a difficult thing to watch when there's just no flow to the game whatsoever. And that's what happened. That's what happens when you call 77 fouls in a 40-minute game. But anyway, let's see what happens tonight, and we'll hope for the best. But it was another interesting game, and Ace certainly played well, and Brice certainly shot the ball really well. And there are some real positives from this summer league so far, and we have a number of games to go. One more in Salt Lake, and then summer league in Vegas with all the teams. So I'll talk to everybody later. I hope everybody has a great day. Let's see what happens tonight. Go Jazz.